Module 6, Part 3, Budget Allocation. To understand the budget allocation, let's revisit how different media channels are bought. So traditional linear TV is based on the upfront negotiations of where annual network packages are bought and sold that come with ratings guarantees, along with quarterly scatter buys, some of which come with guarantees at a higher cost. Audio is bought from local stations based on impressions. Print is based on packages negotiated with each publisher or publishing house based on ratings and cost per thousand for the target. Outdoor or out of home is bought from local operators based on the reach or CPM against the target. And digital is a largely programmatic and biddable marketplace, though sometimes it can be purchased direct. And this includes all forms of digital: connected TV, digital audio, paid search, paid social, digital display, and digital video. There are several approaches to budget allocation. Some look at ad to sales ratios that are informed by norms, either industry or category norms or the advertiser's own historical data. Task-based budget allocation is informed by the marketplace, by data science or modeling impact, and by strategy and judgment. Share of voice or competitive-based budgeting is informed by what the competition is doing. And consumer or data-driven budgeting is informed by measurement and consumer insights, and many marketers will use a combination of these. Budget allocations, like much of what we do in media, relies on both art and science. We need to understand the overall marketing, advertising, and media objectives and the KPIs for the campaign. We need to understand which media are used most by your brand's target audience, where your competitors are spending their budget, how the budget was allocated last year, the return on investment or ad spend from media channels in the past through modeling and attribution, how the selected media work together to deliver reach and frequency, including the incremental reach of each media channel, the optimal or optimized media mix across channels, and the optimal allocation of budget across channels to deliver on the objectives. Budget allocation often comes down to four key criteria: understanding in which paid, owned, and earned media your consumer is most receptive to or likely to consider your message, in which media channels can you generate the most impressions or reach or leads, how efficient that media mix is, in which paid media, owned or earned media channels can you drive the greatest short-term or long-term sales, your ROI, and in which media channels are you most effective against the campaign KPIs or your return on the marketing objective. Market mix models are used to help understand the impact of media by channel. And you can look at this by year, and you can look at the saturation curves to understand where the optimal point is for investment by channel. Budget allocation includes looking at how last year's dollars were spent. Here's just an example, and you can see for Hilton Hotels, the media spend by channel in 2021, which was a difficult year for the travel industry. But you can, through analysis of this and Hilton's competitors, you could think about why they chose to allocate their budget this way. Budget allocations often have to differentiate brands within a company. So using that Hilton example, you have Hilton Garden Inn versus Hilton Hotels versus the other brands within the portfolio. And you want to be able to distinguish the budget allocations, or you need to distinguish the budget allocations for those different brands. Here is a summary of what we've covered in Module 6. Applying the key media concepts in the planning process, exploring the tools used in media planning and measurement, exploring budget allocation across media channels, and considering research and analytics approaches for media mix planning.